Hello. Welcome to the channel. My name is Oma. You're Owing with Oma. I'm so happy to be here. I got another gem. Every time I meet a milestone in my healing process, I have to share it. I have to, because this is one limiting belief I took out, and I'm putting in something brand new into the mixture, and I'm changing my life as I move forward. So I want to share that. I want to be able to transform somebody's life, inspire them, create change. Healing is not easy. There's moments where I just break down and I just can't for the day, and there's days where I'm flourishing. I've seen so many different benefits that I've gotten from healing, and I'm still not done, but I'm happy for how far I've gotten. So we're learning about trust, and these are part of my pillars, and that will be in the next video. I'm going to write about certain pillars that you should have to conquer this life, and I'm excited because this came from the healing journey. This came from my healing path, and I think it would definitely help somebody else as well. So we're going to touch on 3 pillars today. In the book, this video was inspired by a book by Iyanla Vanzant. She has 4 truth pillars. I'm only going to talk about 3. All that I'm speaking about came from this book, and it really has inspired me to get on here. And also, I wanted to learn how to trust. I really wanted to learn how to trust in myself and how to trust in others. And because I am going through a lot of things, and I do have a trajectory that I'm trying to hit and trying to aim for, and it requires certain things in order to get to where I need to go on my purpose path. And so trust was like number 1 that came into my mind. So how to trust in yourself, how to trust in others, how to trust in life. I'm not going to touch on God because it could be a little controversial. I just want to touch on those 3, and we're going to get right into it. So to trust in yourself is to stand in your truth, speak your truth, and to be vulnerable. That's what trusting yourself is listening to that inner voice, that inner light within you that God sends in you, and giving that light and giving that honor to what's being said, because that's going to guide you in life. That's definitely going to guide you. I have plenty hunches when it comes to people, when it comes to things, and I neglect that. Can somebody give me a like? I know there's a lot of people who just sit there and not even listen to themselves and then keep going on with life, and you're probably looking back like, wow, I wish I listened because it was there the whole time. I know we all go through that. And to trust in yourself is standing, speaking, and being vulnerable. Listening to your intuition when those hunches come up. Speaking what resonates with you. Sharing that truth within you. When you take out ST from truth and put T, well, I gave it away. When you take the ST from trust and put TH is truth. So when you trust, is telling truth. It's really speaking, even though somebody in the corner would not agree with what you're saying, but you are entitled to your truth. You're entitled to your opinion. This is your life, and you never know what you may say may help change somebody else's life, which is why I created my YouTube. I don't know what I would say that would transform somebody else's life. I don't know. So when you trust in yourself, you're giving a voice to that little hunch inside of you, that energy pull. That's what trusting yourself is about. And I know someone is probably in the comments, or someone is like, how do I even trust in myself when I'm always wrong? But that's the thing. We didn't come here with a book that says, this is what you're going to do. This is how you're going to do it. Energy is just passing. Okay. I'm here at the right time, at the right moment. But when it comes to trusting yourself, you're going to be wrong. You're going to be wrong. And that's all right. Because we didn't come here knowing all the rights. We didn't come here with a book saying how we're going to live our lives. We do have free will. And you have to be comfortable with learning that you're going to be wrong at times and you're going to be right. And also, too, I want to highlight something bigger outside of the right and wrongs. What is right and what is wrong? And that's another thing. You just don't know until you actually go and do it, and you're like, okay, wait. I should have went with this side, or oh no, it actually did work out the way it's supposed to. And that's the beauty of it. We gotta look at human error. We are imperfect by design. We are not going to be 100% perfect in anything. We are gonna mess up, and that's a part of life. We're on our journeys here. This is a life journey, and we're gonna fall, we're gonna get back up, we're still gonna keep going. But it's just taking these lessons and not looking at it as a victim, but looking at it as a way to empower yourself to move forward. So number 2, trusting in others. I know this is hot. This is hot. I know somebody's like, I can't trust in people, and I can say the same thing because I have a hard time trusting in people too. And it's all right. It's all right. And what she said in the book is asserting boundaries. So making sure you have boundaries when it comes to meeting people. I have a thing where I just take in everybody like, come, let's go. And I'm not doing the vetting process or questioning or just putting my boundaries where I feel okay within somebody's space. Understand? And so that's what she means by trusting in others and understanding that everybody comes with different emotional libraries. And she talks about that too, and it was very powerful. And she said that not everyone is gonna come in with 100% of what you need. And so, for example, if I ask Tom for $50 and Tom could only give me $2, that's all he could give at that time. And I learned that would help too. I can't expect someone to give me 100% of their help if they only could give me 50%. At the end of the day, it's also that expectation and looking at their actions, looking at people's actions and measuring if they could follow up with what they're saying. That's how we look at truth as well, is can they follow up with what they say? Can we trust in what they say? So that is what it means to trust in others. And like I said before previously, the people are gonna mess up. We all are. And just to understand, to meet them where they're at. Don't have these high expectations for someone and it goes faltering, and next thing you know, your trust goes out the window. I know a lot of people were saying, and it's a saying, that it takes forever to build trust. And yes, patience is required in this. Before I go any further and forget, patience is required 100% when it comes to trusting. Is knowing that it takes time to build trust, but yes, it could break away in the instant. It takes time to build trust, and it's not something that it's overnight. You're just meeting someone where they are and then meeting where you are and working from there. So trusting others. Yes, people put on very good facades. People put on good facades all the time, and we end up falling for it. And we can't sit there and be upset about ourselves. Yes, I mean, don't be upset. Just understand that you are learning, and that's one lesson you could take with you as you move forward on your purpose journey. People are going to do things, people are going to say things that are pleasurable to the ear. People are, and there's many of us that will fall for that, and there's people who actually do say what they say and actually follow through with that. And at the end of the day, it could either be a blessing or a lesson, right? Can we see it as that? Can we change how we look at others in a sense? And not to close your heart. Don't close your heart because you had one mishap with somebody and all of a sudden everybody is accused and everybody is wrong. Okay? It's understanding that it didn't work out with this one person, but that doesn't mean somebody else has to pick up that baggage because one person messed up. Not because one spoiled apple ruined it for everybody. So it's just knowing to take that lesson and moving forward and transpiring that when it does come up again, what red flags to look out for, what to be aware of moving forward, and setting different boundaries when it comes to meeting people, exchanging information. That's another way of trusting others. So number 3, I'm almost done. I'm about to wrap it up. I have a lot to say about this topic because, like I said, I've been through a lot. I've been through a lot of betrayal, and there's been red flags that has come up for me when it comes to different people, and I haven't listened to it. And I really want to restore that and give myself compassion for just not listening and getting that I am human. And these mistakes, these past lessons have really helped to shape me, and I'm teaching someone so that they have something in their arsenal. So don't be so hard on yourself when it comes to your past and trusting certain people. People are gonna let us down, and I know you've probably let a few people down as well along the way. And to know that we're all imperfect, and to own up to where you've done, take responsibility of what you've done, and knowing and that person takes responsibility for what they've done. And moving forward, you're definitely, and what she said in the book, She said this quote, and I'm so happy that it popped up for me. All is well. And it's so funny, before I read this book, that's what I kept saying, because I am going through a transition in my life, and that's all I kept saying is all is well. And then I flipped it, and well is all. You're still standing at the end of the day. Your heart is still beating. You're still waking up each and every day. You're still going on with your task and your goals and creating the life that you want to create. And that's what she was saying, that because some things mess up doesn't mean it's the end of the world. You're still here. You're watching me. Hi. You're still breathing, and all is well, and you'll get through it. You'll definitely get through it. And I'm gonna really touch on life now. This is a really great transition. So how to trust in life. And 2020 has really taught us that we have little to no control when it comes to this big place called Earth. We only can control so much, but to understand that there's a life processes playing out, that there's gonna be ebb and flow in life, and that you're still standing. There's gonna be struggle. Nobody ever said that life is gonna be 100% easy. There is gonna be some trial and tribulations. There's gonna be high highs and low lows, and I can tell you that I've been through a lot of lows and I've been through several highs. I would love for it to be high highs moving forward. But life is a journey. It's not a sprint, and that you're still standing. All is well, and you can use mine, well is all. And with life, she broke it down that life is happening for you and not to you. And there's something to be taken from each and every season. Look at life from the 4 seasonal points. There's 4, yes. So winter, spring, fall, and summer. So in the winter months, we can look at it this way. In the winter months, and I can say for my life too, during this time, that winter months is a clearing. It's a clearing during the winter. So that means that there is a field, there is a possibility, there's a clear space to create something. And I'm going to be very vulnerable on this, that I had a lucid dream a few months ago. I was underneath high stress, and I was planting seeds. I remember just seeing myself planting seeds. So around November, it came out November, so around like the winter months, there's seeds being planted, something that's there on the ground for me. And so fall and winter, there's a clearing. Spring, summer, there's an abundance. There is cycles to this. There's cycles to life. And I've seen that as well in my life. And I know if you really look deep and have that self-awareness, that there is cycles. There's going to be decimation. There's going to be a clearing, and there's going to be pop-ups. There's going to be abundance. There's going to be happiness and more great. It's going to be sad times, and there's going to be good times. That's what I'm trying to say. And that to look at life from that point of view. To trust in life is to trust in the process. Is understanding that during these seasonal months, during the time of loss, during the times of abundance, trust in the process, trust of what you're learning. I know we all try to control, we all try to force and to push and to shove, but it's so much that we can do as human beings, right? Life is going to play out the way accordingly. Life is a chef. Life is cooking it up. Whatever you put in or whatever's going on, life has this process. It has a mind of its own, and it's going to keep moving. There's going to be things that come up to you. There's things that's going to be taken away from you. But to understand that it's a process being played out, to trust in that life processes of what falls away and what comes in. So that's what it means to trust in life. It's just understanding that we just don't have all control of it, and life is happening to you and not for you. There's something to be learned on the journey forward as you're walking in your purpose path. And so that's what I looked at life as those 4 seasonal points, and that there's things that will not work out and there's things that will. It takes time. Trust is time, trust is patience, and learning that within these cold months there's something brewing, and then in the hot months something comes up, and you just ride on that wave, ride through it. And trust is a choice. And before I close out, trust is a choice. And it's either you're gonna close yourself off or you're gonna open yourself up. Life is gonna have you close up 100%. Life is gonna hit you with a curveball, and we learned that in 2020. We learned that we don't have any control, and there's gonna be curveballs, and we gotta ride this wave. There is a choice. You do have a choice. of whether you're going to trust in life, whether you're going to trust in others. Is either you're going to stay closed or you're going to stay open. Which one? You decide. It is a choice. You don't have to fully trust in this process. You don't. But I understand it leads to a burnout, and she talks about it in the book, and I am living it too. I'm sharing my experience, because what she talks in the book I already went through. And it leads to a burnout when you try to control everything. And I have tried constantly and relentlessly, as though I'm trying to play God here. I'm trying to push things to work, and it's not going to go according to my time. It's not going to go according to my resistance. It's not going to go according to my push and my pull. It's going to lead to burnout, and to understand to let go, to relax, to breathe within that moment. That's what trust is a choice to either open or close yourself up. And when you close yourself up, I just want to highlight this. If you close yourself up, you're not allowing anything to penetrate. You're not allowing for any growth to happen to you. You're not allowing growth to penetrate. That's what trust is either opening yourself up to all the possibility that there is. Yes, do your vetting when it comes to people. Yes, listen to yourself. Yes, when it comes to life, understand and let the ebbs and flow happen. Make your decision. Go ahead and go for your goals. Understand that there is a bigger process happening outside of us, something grander than us, something grander. And that's what trust is. It's something bigger than us. It's really something bigger than us, because there's lessons to be learned in trust, and there's blessings to be learned in trust. Let the growth happen to you. I would just say this, for example, let's say somebody new comes into your life, and because you went through so much pain and hurt, you just never know if that person could come in and change and transform your whole life. Because you've been hurt so much, are you gonna let life happen to a sense? I'm going through my healing process. I didn't even ask for healing. It just happened to me. It just like came to me, and this is what it is. And I can't fight it. I don't even know how to fight that. And it has become a blessing. Am I going to stay cold? Am I going to stay angry? Am I going to stay hurt? Or am I just going to open up and let the process happen? Am I going to close off my healing? Because I wasn't able to make YouTube if that was to happen. And so trust is a choice. Are you going to open your heart or close it? And so with all that being said, I highly recommend this book to anyone that is learning to trust again, to see a whole new perspective. All is well, and in Ad Minds, well is all. You're still standing at the end of the day, 10 toes down. You're still here. You're still breathing. And life is a process, and to still open yourself up, taking the opportunities that come, transform yourself. Life is about evolution and growing, and that's what trust is. Trust is about growth. It's about vulnerability. It's standing in your truth. It's getting back up and taking whatever you can and move forward in life. Just life is trust. Life is trust. Like I say here and go with all these different adjectives, but I just want to close out this video. But with all that being said, thank you so much for being present with me. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel though. Hit that bell button so you have all new updated notifications from me, so you know when I drop another video. I look forward to seeing you guys in my next one. I have some juicy gems to throw out the next one, and I feel as though it would definitely help you go forward in life. So definitely check that one out when it comes out. But like I said, you gotta click that button though. So I'll catch you guys in my new one. Bye.